All right, we are back. Let's go see C2N2 about that stuff we did for him.
Master, were our comfort enhancements well received?
Oh, they loved it.
Oh my, appreciation. This news fills me with such happiness. Oh dear, my joy circuits are overloading. I'm sorry, Master. I must avoid further stimulation. Please, excuse me.
Well, very well. Go ahead. Go have your fun. Alright, let's go relax in the cantina, shall we?
I require your attention. Do not tarry.
Something. Oh, Jesus. I hate when this happens. The infinite run glitch. It pisses me off so much. Come out here. Let me see something right quick. Hold on. What about the companions? Okay, so they do accept dye modules. And they do accept color and tooling crystals. Okay, excellent. Love that art.
Good. You're here.
Astute observation, Agent Shaw. It is a wonder the SIS could get by without your deductive reasoning.
You're a droid that's gotten too big for her own bolts. How's that for an astute observation?
5 minutes. Can we please go 5 minutes without you two at each other's throats?
Starting now. Go. Yeah, you're acting like children.
Scorpio, don't be rude. And Theron, you know better than to give in to her taunts.
Sorry. Stress got the better of me. Scorpio, show the commander what you found. Please.
My analysis of enemy communications obtained by Havoc Squad revealed something interesting. Hidden inside a mundane signal, I discovered encrypted transmissions codenamed the Gemini frequency. They are broadcast from the throne to every vessel in the Eternal Fleet. The Spire schematics provided by Kaleo confirm this.
It's how Arcann commands his warships. This is the break we've been waiting for. A direct line to the enemy fleet.
Start a plan of attack. It's Arcann's turn to be on the defensive.
Right. Oh, I got a ton of mail.
Scorpio cross-referenced all the data Havoc Squad and Kaleo stole from Zakul. When we compared the enemy's comm logs to the Spire maps, we found something unexpected. There's a hyperwave relay station hidden 10,000 meters beneath the Spire. It's the only source of Gemini frequency transmissions to and from the Eternal Throne.
That's how Arcann commands the fleet. And we know where it is.
That relay station is our key to the Gemini frequency. If we can decrypt it, we'll eavesdrop on the enemy and learn his plans.
Or we could just straight up take over the fleet, possibly even destroy communications. Let's try taking over the fleet, though.
Think bigger, Lana. We could send fake orders. Have Arcann's own warships blast him off the throne.
Why stop there? When the fleet's under your control, there's nothing you couldn't do with it.
You'll never get near that relay station. It's 10 kilometers underground and defended by more safeguards than we can count.
That's a good thing our data reveals every security measure in the way, and how to defeat them.
A strike team can disable the defenses right under Arcann's nose, but only if we send it in now. Our intel's turning stale as we speak.
Khalio and Major Jorgen are already on Zakul. They're in position to clear the commander a path directly to the relay station.
We are not sending that terrorist. She's done enough to my world.
Havoc Squad was made for this op. We have enough detonite to turn that relay station into a crater. Cut the head off the Serpent. Throw the fleet into chaos.
You're trusting the fate of the galaxy to a gang of grenade-happy bucketheads? We're only getting one shot at this. Lucky for you, one shot is all I need. Destroying that relay station is a bonehead play. Send me, and you'll control the Gemini frequency.
The idea has potential, and she's an experienced infiltrator who survived on Zakul for years.
She bombed my people. Never again.
She was part of Imperial intelligence. Perhaps let her do her work.
This alliance will never win if we can't function as a team. I need all of you to pull together and do what's necessary.
It's not that simple. We need to draw Arcann's attention away from our true goal. That means creating a diversion.
They're both accomplished at drawing attention. The real question is, who do you want with you at the relay station?
Havoc Squad can draw any attention and take the brunt of it, so Khalio's gonna be with me.
Destroying the relay station is a last resort. But if things go wrong, I need someone who can get creative. That's Khalio.
She's like a rancor in a glass factory. This is a mistake.
We also have to make Arcann miserable and distract him from our real purpose. Havoc Squad can do that better than anyone.
We won't disappoint, Commander.
I'm already moving. Be seeing you.
You can't please everyone. But it may be prudent to consult Valkorion. He built the Spire. He may tell you how to invade it.
Well, you might be right about that. Select one of things. Force Lord. How's this looking? Not as good. Still not as good. Wait, this... Yeah, still not as good. Okay. Oh, okay. It'll give me the opportunity to stop my emergency very quickly. Oh, that's right, I got more mail too. Urgent reminder. Oh, this is from Zakul, okay. Slight issue. Oh, he gave us a smuggled good. Wait, fuck. Go back. Okay, so it did take. Lord, okay. Everyone's problem. So, there's a droid. No, there's a person who can sell. I can sell to this one.
Sure, have a look at what's available. Until next time.
That'll be it. Wants me to go there. There was something else I was gonna do. What is it? I'm totally blanking. Wait, I don't need to repair my gear. I already did that. Alright, I guess we'll just... Oh, it was about, yeah, the person on Odessa. Oh, where's this other one? Hey, smugglers recently stumbled upon a piece of tech. Okay, so let's do this one first. Since it's here on Odessa. It's Paxton Rawl, which I saw him with her. I can speak to him on that. Wait, wait, no, he's here. Yeah, he's on the other side of the bar. Baxton?
Greetings, Commander. Your lovely base is a beacon of sophistication in this rather dull corner of the galaxy. I am Paxton Raw, and these are my business associates. There's Bloodhound, the Mauler, and Friendly Rin. Along with our indefatigable crew, we scour the stars in search of adventure, profit, excitement. All that swells the hearts of beings both bold and free. Certainly, if you can make it through 3 drinks with Rin without becoming his friend, you'll be the first. But let us focus a moment on business. My varied adventures have earned me many well-informed admirers, all of whom tell me that you find yourself short on warships at the present. Coincidentally, I find myself lacking in exciting opportunities. Upon the negotiation of a nominal commission, I believe we could reach a gratifying accord to resolve our respective concerns.
How nominal?
Not to worry, my crew and I are sure to defeat many enemies on your behalf. Enemies with no small value to be found on their persons. We can simply see our needs met at your foe's expense. Your accountants need not be troubled with us at all.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I need to know more about what you can do for me before I make a decision.
I am quite sure that my crew and I can see to any needs you might have. Our skills are as diverse as they are profound. Patrolling nearby space, harassing enemy supply lines, scouting far-off worlds. It's all quite simple, really. Additionally, I can offer myself, personally, to serve as your direct backup in the field. An experience to be savoured, I assure you. I have collected no small number of intriguing implements of destruction in my travels. Your enemies would tell tales of you more outlandish than ever before.
Well, alright. Sure. I also never seen a purple Twilight before, so come on.
Grand! Now, though you may not always find me here on Odessan, do not fear. Call upon me, and I shall be at your side in no time at all. Alright, Mauler, Bloodhound, inform the crew. Rin, find me the closest cantina. Our newest adventures await! Ha ha!
You're in a cantina. Alright, well, it's time to go, see what we can see what's going on with Valkorion. Valkorion, where you at? Give us a box of gear. Yep, because just because we want to go talk to Valkorion means we have to go traipsing. This is an energy shield and a medical backpack. Definitely helpful if you don't have the Force.
Valkorion, we need to talk.
Do not presume to manipulate me. We are not Sith, and the Dark Council is dead. When you kneeled before me, I thought you would become my greatest ally. Ah, how wrong I was to believe that.
You always knew what controlled the Eternal Fleet. You should have told me.
I am not your servant, and you have trifled with my patience for the last time.
Lana, come in. Something happened. I need your help.
Your friends cannot hear you.
Why is that?
You brought me here. Why?
Sometimes, evolution requires a push or a sacrifice. You have forgotten what it means to face death alone. I will remind you.
I mean, do you remember
A
that
path
I
has
fight
been
in
laid
front of
before
all
you,
the
but
time?
you refuse to tread upon it. That will change. Can you sense the predators closing in? They smell your weakness. They would feast on it.
Your little game. That didn't really help me much.
You have a destiny to fulfill. I am tired of being disappointed by your lack of progress.
There we go. Cannot think. We're good. There's a point to check up there, I think. Oh, yes there is. Give me your soul, Shade Stalker. Go. Yep, it collapsed. Valkorion, you bitch. Play games with it. So there should be capability. I didn't even you disappeared out of nowhere.
The galaxy is finally united under a single banner. It should have been yours.
And though I agree with you, Valkorion, I wouldn't really say it's united under a single banner. You're just kind of pulling split hairs together.
My son struck a killing blow against you. Had I not interfered, you would be dead. Perhaps I should have let you go then.
Alright, your taunting is not gonna make me angry.
Despite your precious warship, a legion of allies, and my immense power at your disposal, you remain incomplete. You have mastered the dark side of the Force. It is not enough. It never was. Until you embrace your full potential, you will only be a pawn of fate, never its master.
If you have all the answers, let's hear them. Start with why you let your son betray you.
Arcann saw what he wanted and claimed it. What is your excuse for failing to do the same? The future is not a river to carry us. It is the ocean in which we drown if we are not prepared. You have two destinies, Outlander. In one, you defeat Arcann, claim the Eternal Throne, and remake the galaxy. In the other, you die alone, unmourned and forgotten. I brought you here to taste that defeat.
Damn it! Goddamn glitch again. I like how he just reappeared in the same place. He didn't go anywhere. Jesus. Such a damn. Alright, double shielded. Unlimited power. There you go. See, now he teleported. Where'd you go? There you go. Can't stun ghosts. Oh god. We're the same Valkorion, at least when it comes to, you know, moveset. So just calm down, sit down, and be around. Jesus, man. Giant damage. Oh, God. Maybe the objective is to go down the hatch. Half of the feel like it's gonna be sticky. Okay, never mind.
Pitiful. Why did I ever believe you could change anything?
You want me dead? If that's what it takes to get rid of you, do it.
I will not gift you that release. Not yet. This was a fraction of the pain my children can inflict. If you do not finish your training, become something greater, you will feel the full weight of their rage.
Training. I know every secret of Korriban, Dromund Kars, and all the other worlds that dared challenge me.
You do not perceive the path ahead, even when it is obvious. Let that be your first lesson. I cannot stay to protect you any longer. There are matters to which I must attend, but I will leave you with a final token of my favor. Fulfill your destiny, and I promise to return.
You can exist outside my head. Where are you going, and why?
It is pointless to explain. You will understand when the time comes.
Asshole. Is there ever going to be a time when the Force doesn't knock me out?
Cheer up, big brother. You're making me sad.
Father won't face me himself.
He's punishing you for stealing his chair.
He isn't angry. Father never feels anything. Not even when Vexen died.
He was a good brother. Brought me gifts from all the worlds he conquered.
I freed you from Father's control. I hope that earned your support.
My loyalties lie here, Arcann. Always.
Now what?
Yeah, this is the ship, alright. Looks like it. Especially with the generator right here. Looks like a power core for a smaller starship. This is definitely an old bridge. Okay, let's just get this map. What's this? Okay. Oh, image of a young teenager dress. Reminds me of Clara. Okay. SWTOR. Yep, techniques of combat battle. Been won by Jedi. Can I not click on the boots? Yeah, it seems indicative of, why can I not click on those boots? That's actually bothering me. Yeah, seems indicative of SWTOR. Mainly just the Theron John image.
She had a crown, and a suit of armor. And she was fast and strong. She could punch and kick and...
You watch too many holovids. You ever do see the lady, my advice? Forget you ever did and run.
What's this? Recruitment training facility exercise. Training rounds. I'm right there. Appears to be under construction. Shit.
For millennia, Jedi and Sith archived their knowledge in holocrons. These legacies preserved the wisdom of great minds. The focus was often on exploring mysteries of the Force, not the practical matters of government. After all, Jedi do not seek to lead, and it is in the nature of Sith to force their wills upon others. But a few sought to understand what it truly means to lead a civilization. These are their teachings.
Okay, so SWTOR is definitely building a holocron. Commonly served on Titan. On to a lightsaber. Interesting. About some cool lights.
For our fallen Emperor!
Yeah, they tend to scream that quite a lot. be able to do that, most definitely.
I've waited for you a long time. Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satil Shan. When Valkorion told me to finish my training, he meant with you.
You're asking the wrong person. Yes, I'm going to offer a meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
Don't take this personally, but you've gotten strange.
I think we both have. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
This camp isn't new. You've been on a descent for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Arcann, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
We? Is there someone else here?
In the Force, we are never alone. We sensed your awakening on Zakul. Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you. We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
That's a little dark for a Jedi. I assume your training stopped you from killing me?
We felt something we'd lost for a long time. Hope. Valkorion strengthened your bond to the Force. You may be the greatest of us all, but your old training couldn't prepare you for what's to come. You have much to learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them.
What are you saying, okay. Tank creature. Oh, okay, damn. Young or neutral? Or young neutral. Okay. That is not what I meant to click, but okay, we'll figure it out anyway. Return to using Fate Walk. Turn the mark okay. Grants you shifting silhouette, keeps you from being kept or pulled. Okay. Interesting. Let's commit to that. Oh god, I keep forgetting I have to click the X. Anything back here? I'm just taking it. Okay. Wait. That should have disappeared if I found
it. There is no greater challenge than to change from within. But that is what we all must do to survive. The most powerful among us couldn't stand against the endless legions of Zakul. Even the Sith Empire learned that lesson too late. On countless worlds, I watched Jedi sacrifice themselves to delay inevitable defeat. We will not let you meet their fate.
Okay, I thank you for your, sound like a good beast. Animal companion. Oh, there it is. It's mine.
I went to Zakul in secret to see the Eternal Throne myself. I still bear the scars of that journey.
Here's the third hollow. Okay. Here's the last beacon, but we gotta kill that.
On Odessen, light and dark exist in perfect balance, forming a nexus in the Force. There is another world like it, Zakul. Arcann and his knights learned to use the Force in a different way from Jedi and Sith. It's why we couldn't truly defeat them.
I mean, I've killed a lot of them. How do they use the Force?
What makes Arcann and his followers so different from Jedi or Sith?
Jedi approach the Force as a companion, and Sith try to enslave it. But Arkann's knights believe the Force is their reward for serving an ideal. They swear their lives to the Eternal Emperor. The more they honor his commandments, the greater their power. The knights obey their master without question, sacrificing everything for his triumph. Devotion makes them strong. You must become stronger.
I thought only Sith cared about being the most powerful. You sound like Valkorion.
We are nothing like that man.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Valkorion destroyed my flesh, but not my reason for being.
This isn't your style, Mar. Even death hard.
Nothing can hurt you now. All that armor is pointless.
I appeared to you as I wish to be remembered. A symbol. After my defeat, I sought an ally to make things right again. But only one in all the galaxy was my equal. We met on this world. We argued, explored, and found an understanding. We now pass that knowledge to you.
If Jedi and Sith have found a way to work together, I want to know how.
No one is more surprised than I am to be here in this moment. But I trust the will of the Force.
We do not offer empty platitudes. We do not promise easy victory.
All we ask is that you listen with an open mind and learn from our failures.
To forge the future, you must first break with the past. Victory over Arcann requires new perspectives and new weapons.
Follow the will of the Force into the wilderness beyond this camp. Find what we left for you and meet us in the cave.
Well. They seem to have left a lot of things out in the wilderness for me, so guess we'll just get it piece by piece. Can I mount out here? I cannot.
Arcann won't be conquered through passion or righteousness. He has emptied himself of weaknesses, like sentiment and morality.
Sounds pretty sentimental about his own brother, but,
Stole his empire through deceit and murder. He's accustomed to the dark. You must strike where he's blind. From within.
I see. Interesting perspective. I need to find a safer way down there, which seems to be it. Was there anything up there that I should probably go back for? Wait. Maybe? Okay, yeah. I am going to go back. Back there. Shit. Which way? There it is. There we go. It was somewhere here.
It will not be enough to defeat Arcann. His eternal throne and the fleeted commands are the greatest threats our galaxy has ever faced.
I know I need to take control of the fleet and kill his sister. That's how it works. There's nothing up here. Okay, so there should be something, but there was not. Oh, wait, you after me. Thank you. Oh, wait. How do I get to that?
The Sith Code teaches us to break our chains, but freedom is not your ultimate goal. You must anchor yourself to power. When Arcann lies defeated, your destiny is to take the eternal throne. Any other path will lead only into chaos.
As to where that is. So we're gonna come up here again and try again. Oh, there's a cave. Full of lightsaber crystals. Necessary, but next one, the one that is needed before we can go to that cave and the which I'm sure is
The Force is in motion, and we must follow. The old ways aren't enough. We'll show you the new way.
resilient, they don't die. This one. Just down. Okay. Am I stuck? nearer with every second, with every footstep.
In life, I dismissed the Jedi Code. I was wrong. There is no death. There is only the Force.
Very well.
And it has a plan. The will of the Force is a flowing current. You can follow or fight it, but it is always there.
Alright, well, this pet's been scared away, so let's figure out where we're supposed to go. Looks like down, maybe? Nope, but just around.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tell me, do you believe in the future?
I have a future, Valen, but you don't.
Just the way I like it.
fought Arkann's sister. Valen was right here.
No. That was merely a warning. A vision. A bond to the Force as intense as yours brings with it powerful insight.
Heed what you saw. Behind Arcann stands Valen, and behind her, many others. They will all try to stop you. The weapon you wield was built for a different war, a different enemy. It no longer serves you. It must change, as you have.
You want me to build a new lightsaber?
You will create a pure extension of the Force's will. One you alone control. With it, you can unite 1,000 stars.
We offer to add our strength to yours, but you must be the guiding hand. Focus the power and decide what form it takes.
I'm ready when you are.
First, let's heal up a little bit. And down we go. Focus on resilience, transcendence, or sacrifice.
There's no limit I can't surpass. It's done.
That blade is part of you now. The next time you face Arcann in battle, he will not be ready for you.
But violence can only destroy. It doesn't inspire others to greatness, and it can never rebuild. Only a leader can do that.
I once thought it enough to be the unstoppable force between my people and the enemy. I faced Valkorion and refused to bend. That choice broke me and doomed the worlds I sought to defend.
I sent Jedi to fight an enemy I didn't understand, because I believed in the justness of my cause. Those deaths still haunt me. We know what it means to fail those who counted on us. We would spare you that pain.
I've been a leader before. I know what it takes to win a war.
Your one-time power base was impressive, but in the end, you were still only one facet of the Dark Council.
That is true.
Leading this alliance is unlike anything you have done before. Directing the war effort is a mere fraction of the burden you must bear.
You must not only know when to fight, but when to retreat, or even to make peace with your foe. There is an oasis not far from this cave. Your final lesson waits there.
Very well. What is that? Force Lords? Yes, it is. Let's retrieve the crystal from here. Nope. I keep messing that up. Okay. Excellent. Oh my god, man. Stuck on a rock.
Forget what your old masters taught you. Not even Valkorion understands. The Force is not an ally, slave, or transaction.
I think I might be doing more damage now.
The Force is a paradox. It empowers and imprisons. It destroys and unites. It binds the galaxy together and tears people apart. It has a will, but needs a commander.
Interesting. I can't tame those.
You killed her children. She will devour you as revenge.
Bring it.
What hope do you have to escape such raw fury?
You created peace from a violent confrontation. Impressive. Some believe you're destined to walk this path. Others think you make the choices that decide their fates.
Your alliance will collapse if you do not know yourself and the ideal you serve. Do you understand?
There is no destiny. My choices make all the difference.
Your way is clear, and so is ours. Do you feel it, Mar? The Force draws us elsewhere.
The exile on Odysseum is over.
The new path is opened thanks to you. Our duty is to follow it.
You aren't leaving. I'm dealing with you here, now. Before you become a threat.
I understand. It is not my time to die. Not yet.
I'll find you. Someday.
Alright, use the climbing ledge. Where the hell is that? Oh, just this ledge. Okay, well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the Empire, I thank you so much for joining me today. Our adventure into the wilderness of Odysseum. And I will see you all next time.